Hello guys, Vengeance are here. I want to shoot this video before I get out and about today. But there's a lot of changes that happened in the maintenance this morning. And I'm gonna go over some patch notes and some thoughts and stuff. Got a nice cup of coffee, so we're gonna sit here and sip on that while I think about it. And I'm sitting here AFK fishing because one of the things that Pearl Abyss did was doubled the price of fish. So now these golden fish are worth almost 500,000 silver, and if you take it to this one's only 326, it's a cheaper one, but the mandarins are more expensive, and so they doubled the price of fish and regular trade items across the board. But if you take it to the Imperial delivery, those 400,000 fish, they're 250%, so they turn into $1 million fish, which means fishing is very profitable now. It's great. And then if you get one of the orange fish, of course, I assume it doubled, so that's from 30 to 60 million on the big ones, and then the smaller ones is from 15 to 30 million, so that's a huge jump. But I want to go over some patch notes here. I'm not going to go over everything, but I just want to touch on some of the stuff that I thought is important. The trading got majorly reworked. There's a few class changes, which I gotta say, what are you doing, PA? You're leaving out the wizard and the witch, except for unless you want to nerf it. Wizard and witch got PvE only 1 second invulnerability or invincibility, however you want to say it. Most other classes got 1 second invincible effect. So crazy. I guess they kind of changed it. Excluding the ones below. So I guess we already had it in the wizard and witch class, so that's why. I knew Magic Evasion did that anyway. So I'm not too mad. But the major things I want to touch on are, one of them was that they doubled the price of trade items to compensate for the mess, the absolute mess that they have created. They did the trade revamp, so now you can only sell trade goods in major cities or the representative cities. They have those listed here below. You can only purchase trade goods at designated towns and like I said, designated nodes, and they can only be sold at representative towns and major cities in each territory. If you purchase the trade goods from a node in Serendia, you can't sell it back in Serendia or in Heidel or whatever you want to say there. You have to take it to another place, another territory, so say Balanos or Calpheon or whatever. They put a big long description in here that I'm not really going to go over. I'm not very happy about this trade rework in terms of how things were. Before, you could make a little bit of profit. I mean, I guess it's better and it's worse. So the trade items, they've got all these nodes where you can purchase trade goods, and it's a set node. I mean, that's it. That's all you get. And I assume that when they release the Land of Morning Light, that'll have nodes in there too that you can trade with. You can only buy so many. You got a 3-hour validity period. Once you retrieve it, you got to pay a fee to get it out. It's a mess. The one thing I will say that is better overall is that they made it to where it's a little bit more interactive. So before, the trading was kind of terrible. You'd buy from one place, transport it, and sell it for minimal. It wasn't worth doing. But now it kind of has, it's kind of got like a faux interactivity. The one thing I will say about that, though, the distance and bargain bonuses don't really apply anymore to the trade goods. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about these ones that are purchasable from nodes, not the ones that you craft. So they've split everything down the middle, and it's kind of a mess. Give me a second here. Okay, so I kind of have myself organized a little bit better now. So you buy trade goods from different nodes, and I kind of keep scrolling here so you can kind of read through patch notes. I'll highlight that. You can kind of go there. You can always go to announcements, updates, and find patch notes there. The part that makes it bad, you see, you can make decent profit on it, but the part that makes it bad is the fact that you have to worry about random events that increase or decrease the price, and they're RNG. They may or may not be a thing depending on rumors that you hear, and then you have to go watch the NPCs around the area to find out if those rumors are true. But they may or may not be reacting the right way, so there could be a chance that they're reacting a certain way and then the event doesn't even happen. So it's all pure RNG, and it sounds awful. Now that that rant is out of the way, I'm going to say, look, I'm not even going to participate in this crap. The only thing that I care about is the crafted and the fished up trade items. So fish, trade crates, which is the big thing that I do anyway. And then if you're grinding and you get like, or gathering and you get those little trade things. So you can only sell that stuff at major towns now. They didn't change any of the Imperial stuff, so that's still, but here is it. And I don't understand why they still have trade managers in certain towns. Maybe it's so that you can buy the goods. I don't know. So, here is the market fluctuations that I was talking about every day at 2, 6, and 10 a.m. and p.m. So 6 times a day. This will happen. They fluctuate. They can increase or decrease by 15%, and they can go up to 300% before they, and they can go down by 30% overall from the original price before they reset. Now, there are also a special price fluctuation which will occur, and that is based on rumors. Give me a sec. The cat is being crazy. We have Mama Dog. She mothers everything, and the cat starts being bad. She gets a little antsy, so she starts making a lot of noise. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The special price fluctuation is based on rumors. It can double or decrease by 50%, and they occur afterwards every 4 hours. And yeah, you can get the information basically from rumors through the Old Moon Guild newsletter, which can be accessed through Life tab in the escape menu, kind of like the little bartering menu. So now you have like a trading newsletter thing. And so there's that. There get rumors about 2 to 3 of the 8 different item categories, and then they may or may not be applied every 4 hours upon certain, or may even be incorrect. So these could be just red herrings and may not be correct. The only way you can confirm them by observing the residents around the area. They may not speak of any rumors at all, as information has only been slipped to adventurers. Thus, fluctuations may occur even if the player did not hear any rumors. So, see, it's completely RNG. It's ridiculous. They give you a couple examples in different areas of different things. And then this is the big thing that I am interested in, is this chart right here. Right here. This stuff. So, distance bonus and bargain system, they were unchanged. So the distance still works the same. They didn't touch the distance bonus or the way the bargain system works. However, the new trade items that you can get at nodes will only have, you only get like 8% of distance bonus and like 14 or 15% of bargain bonus, which is ridiculous. So your trading level doesn't really have any effect anymore, other than if your trading level is higher, you get access to different goods. Secondary. Additional effects applied based on trade level. They removed it. They removed the trade item category increase effect. The bargain profits are the same as before, which they already touched on the first one. They're having a lower application. I already went over that. Imperial crafting box delivery, that's the same. They didn't touch the Imperial boxes, cooking or medicine boxes from cooking or alchemy. Those are the same. They didn't touch the pricing, nothing on those. Which is good because I turn those in every day and I do make silver off of that. Imperial trade delivery and smuggling, took it completely out. Scrapped it, no longer in the game. Here's the big thing. Selling of crafted trade items, which are trade crates, fish, or not just trade crates, but they're the, switch back and look at Heidel storage because I got a couple of them. From the hunting, this thing. They doubled the price of those as well. They're the things that you can craft from just the different things here. These things from like all the hunting stuff you can get, those are considered trade items as well. They doubled the price of those, so that's one thing that is also good. Let's go back to my chart here. So the crafted items, trade crates, the other things from like the hunting, and of course my Black Desert just disconnected for some reason. Hello, BDO. It just decided it was done. Alright then. The other big thing, fish and regular trade items like the well-polished soul, ancient gold coin, that stuff you get from gathering and grinding, fish and all that, they can be sold at capital cities and representative towns. They did not change where the Imperial delivery is, so you can still sell the like fish and stuff to the Imperial delivery. I did that this morning. Apparently my game decided it was done for, so I'll have to let it close. Now, the big thing that upset me is the fact that they took out the desert trade buff. Oh, that's why. Apparently, internet went down. No, that's fun. No wonder. I'll have to deal with that momentarily so I can upload this. Fun. Let me get back to what I was talking about. The token of desert trading. That buff is gone. From both the Ibelab Oasis and Pilgrim Sanctum sharing. They're both gone. Makes no sense, but they removed it. The way they compensated for this is the price of existing trade items affected by the buff has been adjusted, so they doubled it. And they give you that little note there. So that is both good and bad. Good for fishing. Very good for fishing, actually. Very good for hunting and other trade items. Very bad for trade crates. It's not as bad as I make it sound, but it's still not good. The other big thing that they added was trading byproducts. You do the trading thing, you can turn in 10 of them. They're big on life skill byproducts, apparently. And then they added a bunch of quests and changed things. I'm not going to go over all the quests and stuff that they changed, but they did update like the adventure logs and the other main story quests and that kind of stuff, and they added in trading elite quests to reflect the changes for trading, so you don't need the old items anymore. They put in the new ones. This week's events, I didn't really go over. Class changes, I'm not too worried about. They didn't change much in here. And then they updated all of the wagon weights and the badges for the wagon. All the weights they updated on that, so you can go look at that. The other major thing, which I was pretty excited about that they did in this, was they reworked how training XP is acquired. So before you would get training XP when the mount leveled up. Now you acquire training XP proportional to the XP gained by your mount. So what that means is as you level up, your horses, you no longer get a big batch of XP when it levels up. You get it spread out overall through the course of its levels. And you can still get XP for mounts of tier 7 or lower, which can no longer level up after reaching level 30, but you still get training XP if you're just running on it. So, and you also get combat XP when the mount gains experience while moving, a small amount. So horse training is relevant again. I wouldn't go that far. Horse training is a little bit better than it used to be. In other words, you can level your training level up faster and get to guru faster. Yay. The events we'll go over in a minute, but I want to talk about trade crates and where my trade network is going to go in the future. I need to open that in a new tab. So, with these, and this is retroactive. Let me scroll back up here. The doubling seems to be retroactive of items. So I didn't really have to dump all my crates. However, I did some calculations. It seems that with the 50% bonus from the, let me go over here and let me just do this real quick. I'm Master 9 trading. We're just going to use Calpheon crates. Sorry for the pause, had to throw the cat down. She decides that she wants to get up on the desk, and that's just not going to happen. Okay, so important normal routes, Grana de Valencia. There's your old profits, right? So they doubled this. They doubled that. Distance bonus is the same. Trade bonus, nah. Bargain bonus is the same. However, this has gone away, right? Of course, you would end up getting more than that with the 100% buff, but with the 50% buff, you're actually going to make more money with the way things have changed, because this doubles, so this increases, and this also increases. This goes away, so normally you would only make 283. When it doubles, it came out to be like 489 when I did the math. I calculated it all. This doubled times 1.13 or 113% plus another 34.5% increase. So you add it all up and it was like 489,000 per crate. So you're actually going to make more. Now the 100% buff, instead of being 141,000 for the 50% more, it would be somewhere, you'd probably still make more with the old system. So what's going to happen is everything is based on distance now. You have basically a choice to make, and it's not too hard of a choice. You got 3 main paths to take. Let me do this so we can get distance bonuses out of this. You got 3 places to really worry about. The best route is if you start in Odraxia or Duvenkroon, either one. Let me do this real quick. Where did you go? Here. So that's 143, but if you start in, if you start in Duvenkroon or Odraxia, so if you craft your crates in either Duvenkroon or Odraxia and take them to Port Rat and get rid of them, you're going to get 150% distance bonus. That's the maximum you're going to make now. That is the best trade route that you can get. However, Port Rat was removed and Land of the Morning Light has not been released yet. So for now, this is not an option. In the future, when they release Land of Morning Light, it will be. They moved everything from Port Rat to the other island. I forget what it's called. Out in the middle of nowhere. Up here. Aquila's Eye or whatever that place is called. Where's it at? Up here. Yeah, Aquila's Eye. I don't know if we can get to that. Aquila, where are you? Let's go by. I don't see it. It's not in there. There's no OQ. So that's not an option really. And maybe I'm just blind and I don't see it here, but I don't see it. So we're gonna have to wait for land and morning light for this route to work. That really leaves you one other option for now. So you got those two, which are the best trade routes. Odraxia or Duvenkroon to Port Rat route. Port Rat. Later on, land and morning light. You're going to get 150% distance bonus. You're going to make the most profit there. And that's where your crate's going to be. But you got to remember this price is doubled because of the change. So you're going to make somewhere around like 500,000-600,000 per crate with that. To calculate that, you'd have to double this, times it by 150, add those two together, and then times this doubled times 34.5%. You get a little bit bigger number here, a little bit bigger number here, and this is doubled, so you add them all together, and that's how you get it. The other option is to continue crafting crates in Grana, which is what I'm going to do. And if you eventually want to transport, you're going to lose 7% overall. But for now, you got two options. Send them to Arahaza Town, which you get 128%, or send them to Valencia, which is 113. So my theory is, for now, the best thing, and if you go to Arahaza, you're getting 128. If you start in Duvenkroon or Adraxia, you're getting worse. So really, the best you can do for now until they release, and that's 110. So the best you can actually do until they release Land of the Morning Light is going to be Grana to Arahaza, and that's the most profit you're going to make off trade crates. Granted, when Land of the Morning Light comes out, you can get 143% for crafting in Grana, and then if you move your production to either Odraxia or Duvenkroon and sell them in Land of the Morning Light, you're going to get at least 150% bonus. So changing over once they release that content will be the best. For now, Grana to Arahaza is how you have to do trade crates, and that's what I'm going to do with mine. I'm going to start my trade crate production back up, and then I'm going to just use the distance bonus and the doubled price, which we can do really quickly here. I might have these figures. No, there's no history. So we can do 98, 640, double it, 197, 280, which I might have put it on my recording thing. Yeah, I did. So there's that right there. Double it. You want to multiply that by 1.13. Not 1.13. 128. So times 1.286. You get 253, which is a little bit more than what I have here. 702. You get to see all my crazy notes, and then this doesn't really matter. The points don't matter, because whose line is it anyway? It's made up, and the points don't matter. So we go back to 197, 280. I think that's what it was. Yep. Now we have to multiply it by 34.5 for the bargain bonus. So 0.345. You get 68,061, which is the same. And then you want to add those three together, plus 197, 280, plus 253, 702. That's what you're going to be making off each crate. Versus before, it was somewhere around, turn this on to Valencia. I am blind. Where's Valencia? You're getting 425 for the 50% bonus, and if you took 98, So we're getting copy. Let me just do this real quick. So we're getting 98,640 times so we're basically doubling that, right? So we're gonna get instead of them adding 50%, we're gonna times this by 2. So we're getting 197,280 out of that instead of 141. So we would take that. We don't want to times that. We want to do 98,640 plus 112,302 plus 72. Whoops. 72,775 if I could do it. And then we would do 197,280 because it's plus 100% instead of plus 50%. So we're actually making more than if we were doing it on Valencia with the distance changes. Before we would be making 480,997. Now we're going to be making 519. So we're actually gaining 40,000 silver per crate with the distance bonus. Of course, your profits are going to go up if you're a master or if you're guru. You're going to be making more. So overall, it was a net gain over the Valencia trading if you switch to selling in Arahaza. Now, the bad part about that, you have to connect that node. So you're going to have to spend some points here. And you're going to have to run all the way over there to do it. But that's okay. It's only one contribution. And now you really don't even have to run into the desert. So you could probably AFK your way all the way over to Valencia and then run across here. Because you can't do a path there, but you can do one to the edge of Valencia and just run across. So really you're AFKing to Valencia instead of Sandgrain. Just got to watch out for the bandits. Don't want your horse to get stuck and killed. So you get all the way through there, drop your stuff off in Valencia. You pile your crates in Valencia and then transport it across there. So it doesn't change much. It changes a little bit, and you got to go a little bit further. Or you might be able to even do it by ship, but I'm not taking my ship through that big, long, windy mess. So just not going to happen. But definitely going to be making a little bit more overall. So you get 519 on that, and then you're going to be getting, before we were getting at Master 9, I was getting about 480,000 on Calpheon timber crates with that. So not bad at all. I am pretty happy with that rework. I'm still a little unhappy that I went through all that mess with the desert quest, and then now it's just gone. But the rest of the trading, I couldn't care less about. I'm very happy with the doubling of the price of fish, the hunting trade items, and the crates overall. Very good. And the fact that I didn't change Imperial delivery. That's very good too. So this is what worries me though. I don't know if I can sell stuff at Arahaza. So I have to test that. If I can't sell crates or anything at Arahaza, then we're screwed. We're not going to be making as much money. Capital cities and representative towns. I hope that means that we can still sell at each individual town. I'm going to have to run over there and see if I can. There's still the trade manager there. So cross my fingers hoping that I can. If that's the case, that's where I'm going to be doing my node network too. I'm going to start my crate production back up in Grana, as well as sending my Grana workers to Trent and Bear and having them craft crates as well. And then I will I will be transporting crates all the way through up to Valencia, and I'm going to transport my unicorn horse over there so that I can run across to Arahaza and check to see if this trade manager will still work or not. Could be a problem, but for now, enjoy the fishing and the horse training updates. Enjoy the rest of the doubled crate prices, and if you are one to take part in this trading mess that they've created, I hope it's profitable for you. I don't see myself getting involved in it just because I'm not going to sit here and spend a bunch of my time doing rumor checking. But I will be doing the crates again. The other thing are events that are going, this week's new events. Got the Goose Egg event coming back in. Still the same login rewards and season stuff. Twitch drops are still a thing. And that's pretty much it. So we got the Goose event and login rewards. I'm not going to go over the Goose event, but it lasts until the 19th. Cool. That's all I got for today. I wanted to go over and just kind of give my thoughts of what the trading feels like. If I can still trade in Arahaza, then we're making more money than we were before on crates. And that's a good thing. If we can't trade outside of major cities, then they pretty much just destroyed our trade network. But I'm glad it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So there is that. But with that, I'm going to send it off. I'm going back to fishing, making silver while I'm AFK. I got stuff I got to do outside the computer, so we're going to leave this guy up. I'm going to set my trade crate production back on and see how it goes. But from there, maybe we'll make some silver. Good luck in all your stuff that you do. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it was a little bit informative. I was trying to go through things quickly so it didn't take too long. If you got questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try and answer with my opinion on what I think. Have a good rest of your day. And as always, until next time.